everyone, welcome back to Wayken Rapid Manufacturing's channel. My name is Stella. Many customers ask why is there such big difference in the cost of this metal part from different suppliers. It's really confusing. Today, we'll break down the key factors behind CNC machining cost and show you how to make smart choice to save a significant amount of money. The main factors affecting CNC machining cost are material cost, machining time, tolerance precision, and surface finish requirements. The first part, how can you save on material costs? Let's talk about saving costs on plastic parts first. If your part is more for appearance and doesn't have strict material requirements, you can go with something common and easy to work with, like engineering-grade ABS. This material is not only easy to machine, but also relatively inexpensive. Usually, the size of the raw material we choose to process corresponds to the size of the part. But in the case of plastic parts, if your part is an appearance-focused pieces that doesn't need to handle high strength, we can design it as multiple smaller pieces, machine them separately, and then glue them together. This not only reduces the material thickness, but also shortens machining to significant cost savings. Of course, when providing a quote, Wayken offers EFM suggestions based on the part's design. These recommendations help designers optimize their designs to reduce machining costs while maintaining functionality and also accelerate part development. Next, let's talk about machining time. In fact, the biggest factor affecting machining time is the part structure. Designers usually aim to simplify the part structure as much as possible. This helps avoid the need to frequently change tools or adjust the part setup angles on the machine during machining, leads to longer processing times. The structure of the parts also determines which type of machine we need to use for machining. The 3-axis machine is the most basic equipment, ideal for handling simple geometric shapes, and is cost-effective. However, if the part has a complex geometry or requires high-precision continuous surface machine, the 5-axis machine becomes essential. But keep in mind that the cost of the 5-axis machining is about 3 times higher than for 3-axis machining. So, to save costs, it's best to simplify the part structure as much as possible. The third part is the part tolerance and precision. Don't underestimate those tiny numbers on the drawing. They play a huge role in determining the cost of machining. The higher the precision, the higher the scrap rate. So, when setting the parts tolerance, designers must consider the actual requirements of the parts, not just the chase after tighter tolerance for no reason. Wayken once encountered a situation. For the same part in the same location, the customer provided 2 different tolerance requirements, 0.05 and 0.02. While the difference may seem small, it actually had a huge impact on the machining costs. The change in tolerance nearly doubled the scrap rate, causing the price of the small part to increase by a full 100%. This seemingly minor difference resulted in a significant increase in labor hours and machining difficulty. But when the customer finally received a part and put it to use, the feedback that the 0.05 tolerance was more than enough to meet their needs. The lower the surface roughness, the smoother the surface effect. But that also means using small tools and machining at a slow speed, which increases the cost. So, generally, for structural parts, unless the surface has functional requirements like installation or sealing, other surface and internal structures can have lower roughness requirements to help save costs. Alright, that's all of today's tips on saving CNC machining costs. If you'd like to learn more machining insights or see more interesting content from our factory, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You won't be disappointed. Also, if you have the parts that needs to machine or are interested in cost optimization, feel free to reach out to our anytime. Our professional team is always here to provide you with the best machining solutions.